A 17-year-old aristocrat falls in love with a kind but poor artist aboard the luxurious, ill-fated RMS Titanic. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Titanic. This came out in 1997, won 11 Oscars, another 126 wins, and another 83 nominations. And the main cast in this is Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, Billy Zane, Kathy Bates, Frances Fisher, Gloria Stewart, Bill Paxton, Bernard Hill, David Warner, Victor Garber, Jonathan Hyde, Susie Amiss, Louis Abernathy, Nicholas Cascone, and Natalie M. Sagalovich, Danny Nucci, Jason Berry, and Ewan Stewart. What a cast, what a cast. I actually have a few other things that I wrote down. I wound up doing some research because I wanted to tell you guys the kind of like the history around this, because Titanic was a real ship, and and before I did this, I actually wanted to take a look at to figure out what was real, what was not, because I knew there was certain things that was not real, and I didn't know exactly what it was, and I wanted to make sure I'm getting this accurate. So yeah, no, I did some research here. So this movie of Titanic is not a true story, but based on the real-life sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912. Why isn't this based on a true story? How is this not based on a true story? Well, the part that's made up is the love story between Jack and Rose, as those two are fictional characters. Fictional, not real. They were not on the ship in real life. But it is based on certain people that were on the ship. To name a few: Marley Brown, Thomas Andrews, and Captain Edward John Smith. Captain Edward John Smith. There were others, but it was mainly based on these characters. Also, James Cameron was the one that worked on this movie. He was the one that directed this movie. He was the one that wrote this movie. He did some extensive research and talked with a historian from the Titanic Historical Society who advised the actors on how to behave and speak like the historical characters, and has real thoughts. And this movie has real thoughts of the actual shipwreck at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie. Yeah. Well, so those are the facts of what's real and what's not. So, that being said, what do I think about this movie? Is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? It's a shame that it's based on the shipwreck of the Titanic that actually happened. It's a shame because so many people died, and that's bad. That's really, really bad. But that being said, the movie itself, I personally think the cast was probably not the best thing. I would have to say the cast, it was very good. A lot of the actors nailed the part, and most of them did. One actor didn't though. One actor, and this will be surprising to you, to certain people. Most people should know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about none other than Leonardo DiCaprio. He has so many great movies out there that he did. And well, this movie is a historical movie, and it's a very good one. But that being said, he was not. He was not. Other actors picked up his slack. His slack. That being said, I do know that a lot of people flat out hated him in this movie. They said probably one of the worst movies he's ever done. And to be honest, to be fair, probably is. But is his acting really that bad? I do have to admit, I agree that his acting in this movie is all white, to be honest. It's not bad. It's not, because, to be honest, I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse acting in movies. And this doesn't, to me personally, it doesn't scrape the bottom of the barrel for the acting. It doesn't. Is it his worst role he ever did? Is it his worst performance he ever did? Quite possibly. But that being said, I personally think he did alright. He wasn't great. He wasn't good. He was just alright. Well, everyone else was amazing. Amazing. Oh wait, graphics for its time and type. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. 1997. And bear in mind, I actually wound up watching this on DVD. It might look like it's Blu-ray, but I have a Blu-ray in here, DVD in here. Yeah. And a paper that allows me to watch it digitally. Yeah, I chose the DVD version. The DVD version actually is 2 discs. 2 discs. As the whole movie could not be put on 1 disc for a DVD. No. No. Because it was too big. Too big. It's a long movie. It's a long movie. And this movie is considered as a disaster, epic, period drama, romantic epic, tragedy, tragic romance, drama, and romance. And I actually agree with everything that they put it under on IMDb. I agree with it. And now the best thing about this movie. The story. I think, to me personally, I actually do love this story. The romance that happened between Jack and Rose, even though technically they were fictional characters, they were made up for this. I could care less about that. I think it's probably one of the most romantic movies of all time. But it doesn't help with, like I said, Leonardo DiCaprio's bad acting. Like I said before, he's all white. But yeah, no. But put the acting aside, I think the romance was actually one of the best romance stories I've seen in a movie to date. That being said, I believe... Oh, yeah, no. I think the plot for its time and type is actually great. I think it was not amazingly well written, but it was very well written. Yeah. To me personally, what was written amazingly well was the sinking of the ship, and because it makes you sad to see that a lot of people died on the Titanic. There was a lot of people on the ship in real life. There was. And whoever was, it's a shame that they died. It's a shame. Oh, wait. So, I talked about everything. IMDb with all the users combined gives this movie a 7.9 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts? To be honest, I very much enjoyed this movie. I do. If it wasn't, like I said, if it wasn't for Leonardo DiCaprio, I probably would give it a higher rating. But to be honest, like I said, I think it's a very good movie, and I give this movie none other than a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. That's my rating. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and if you love this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.